The energy shackles hummed against Marcus Chen's wrists as he sat in the crystalline detention chamber, deep within the Kethvar Imperial flagship. 3 months had passed since his capture during the failed defense of Proxima Station, and the aliens had learned nothing from him. Not his real name, not his unit designation, and certainly not the location of Earth's remaining fleet. Commander Zixtal clicked his mandibles in frustration as he reviewed the interrogation logs. The Kethvar had conquered 17 species across 4 spiral arms of the galaxy, breaking the will of even the most stubborn warriors within days. Yet this single human had endured every technique in their arsenal: neural probes, pain amplifiers, psychological manipulation, even exposure to their fear-inducing pheromones. The creature simply sat there, sometimes humming what appeared to be some primitive human melody. "Impossible," hissed Subcommander Vexra, her chitinous exoskeleton gleaming under the chamber's harsh lights. "No biological entity can maintain mental coherence under level 7 neural disruption. The human's brain should have liquefied weeks ago." Zixtal's compound eyes fixed on the monitor displaying their prisoner. Marcus sat cross-legged on the floor, eyes closed, lips moving silently. They had initially assumed he was praying to whatever primitive deities humans worshipped, but their translation algorithms detected no recognizable patterns. "Perhaps we are approaching this incorrectly," Zixtal mused. "Increase the psychological pressure. Bring in the human female from Cargo Bay 7. Minutes later, energy barriers flickered as they dragged Dr. Sarah Kim into the chamber. Marcus's eyes snapped open immediately, his body tensing as he saw her bruised face and torn uniform. "Marcus?" Sarah whispered, her voice barely audible. "I'm here, Sarah. Are you hurt?" Zixtal watched with predatory satisfaction as emotions played across the human male's features. Finally, they had found leverage. "Your cooperation in exchange for her comfort," Zixtal announced through the chamber's speakers. "Standard protocol." Marcus looked at Sarah, then directly at the observation window where he knew his captors watched. His lips curved into something that might have been a smile. "Standard protocol," he repeated quietly. Then louder, "Do you know what my standard protocol is, Commander?" The question caught Zixtal off guard. In all their interrogations, the human had never initiated conversation. Marcus stood slowly, his movements deliberate despite the energy shackles. "My standard protocol is that I never ever give up, and more importantly, I never forget. Threats are meaningless in your position, human." "Not threats," Marcus said, his voice carrying a strange calm. "Promises. You see, Commander, you made a critical error when you captured us. You assumed we were just another species to break. But humans? We don't break the same way as others." Sarah stared at Marcus, recognizing something in his tone that she had heard only once before, during the massacre at Kepler Station, when he had held a defensive position alone for 14 hours. "These past months, while you've been trying to break my mind, I've been learning. Every interrogation session, every moment you thought you were in control, I was studying your language, your technology, your weaknesses. Did you know your neural probes work both ways? Trace amounts of information flow back to the operator." Zixtal's mandibles clacked nervously. "Impossible. Our technology." "Your technology assumes conventional neural architecture," Marcus interrupted. "But human brains are remarkably adaptable. We call it neuroplasticity. While you were trying to break me, I was rewiring myself to interface with your systems." The lights in the chamber flickered. "That melody I've been humming? It wasn't random. It was a frequency modulation pattern I discovered in your ship's computer core. Every time you used the neural probe on me, I was sending tiny adjustments to your systems through the feedback loop." Alarms began blaring throughout the ship. Vexra spun toward her console, her claws dancing over the controls. "Commander! We're losing control of primary systems. This is impossible." Marcus's eyes had taken on an eerie glow as the energy shackles flickered and died. 3 months, Commander. 94 days of patient work. I've been inside your computers, learning your language, understanding your empire's structure. I know about your supply lines, your fleet positions, your homeworld's coordinates." The chamber barriers deactivated, and Marcus helped Sarah to her feet. "But more than that," he continued, his voice now carrying across the ship's communication system as he spoke directly through their networks. "I've been broadcasting. Every piece of intelligence I gathered, every weakness I discovered, I've been transmitting on a quantum-encrypted channel you don't even know exists." Zixtal's voice cracked with panic. "To whom? Your fleet was destroyed." Marcus's smile was genuinely terrifying now. You really don't understand humans, do you? We're never alone. There's always someone listening, someone waiting, someone planning. The Terran resistance has been growing for months, and now they have everything they need to dismantle your empire. The ship shuddered as explosions bloomed across its hull. Through the chamber's viewport, human warships materialized from quantum stealth, their weapons already charging. You tried to break one human, Marcus said as he and Sarah moved toward the escape pods. Instead, that human just broke your empire. As their pod launched toward the human fleet, Marcus could hear Zixtal's final transmission. How is this possible? We are the Kethvar. We have conquered worlds. Marcus's response echoed through the dying ship's communication array. You conquered worlds, Commander. But you never faced humanity. We don't just survive, we adapt. We overcome, and we never ever forget. The Kethvar Empire fell within 6 months, brought down not by superior firepower or overwhelming numbers, but by the unwavering determination of a single human who refused to break. In the histories that followed, scholars would debate the technical details of Marcus Chen's infiltration of alien technology. But soldiers knew the truth. Some things in the universe are simply unbreakable, and humanity was one of them.